Well, let's turn these people in.
And the money. I mean, the money's not ours.
That's true. That's true, Dia says.
I
But
mean, we just got the money that was from the bandit, and I think that's a fair trade. But the chest is not ours, and we have to return it.
what's that? Dia points towards the unconscious man's finger. Something you didn't notice before, but now you do, thanks to this observation from Dia. You see something glint from his hand, and as you look closer, you see that it is a plain silver ring.
It looks like ring.
Oh, I didn't notice that before. That's odd. Well, should we keep going?
Bounty try to take the ring from the finger.
The ring does
Be
not
careful.
come off.
It isn't.
It could be magical.
It's not.
I raise my axe. All right. Does anybody have a problem with me cutting off the hand?
Yeah, I will look the other way.
Well, I think that's a little too violent. We don't know for sure if this man is evil or not.
It
Well,
looks like they flayed.
the first thing is they did try to attack us, and secondly, I think we can hold off that hand chopping for the moment. Just for the moment. I mean, if we can find some less bloody way to do it, we'll go with that. But if we can't anytime soon, then yeah.
So with that vote, Bounty is going to walk over to the one of the unconscious bandits and just pick him up because he was voted to carry them.
I have something that I could use to see if the ring is magical. But if I use it, then I won't be able to use anything else. For a while, at least. Until we rest.
Guys.
That's great.
Awesome.
And I just look at Talon and well, maybe you can do that once we are, at the city. At least
Yes.
it's a safer place.
It would take me 10 minutes.
Okay then.
Asking out of care, but that's fine. Well, I suppose then I can try to detect magic on the ring, and it will take 10 minutes. So you can just take him very slowly to town.
Do you want me to carry big bandits or smaller bandits?
Are we taking all of it?
I think either way is fine. I mean, we have two people who can carry stuff.
I'll
points
open
at
my
himself.
bag.
He points at himself and he points at you.
If you put bandits in a bag, they suffocate and die.
Oh, that makes sense. I'll close it back real quick.
I just look at Talon. No, Talon, we do not put people in there.
Do not put people on bags.
It's a big bag. It's a big bag. There's space. But if they suffocate, that's not good.
Yes. That's
Well, we've got these quarterstaffs here. We could tie them to the staffs and then, carry the quarterstaffs across our shoulders like, when people go out and hunt a pig. Or they carry it back.
Well, that could work for two bandits. But our staffs are not that large.
Mm,
Oh, I don't have anything in the bag that can help. I checked everything before. So there's nothing here that can help.
Well, yes.
Go ahead. Dia gestures to you. Did you have an idea?
Well, I think Brassfang and I can each take one, and the other two can carry the other one.
Oh, I can pick him up. This one right here is pretty small.
Well, I guess whichever way works.
Very well. All right, Bounty picks up this one up here.
Yeah, I'll just pick the other one.
And then there's another one down here somewhere. Unless he ran away.
I'll get the chest with the town money and put it back on the bag. And say, well, if we're good, I will start with the spell. But I need to concentrate, so if any of you could help me find my way, because otherwise I will get lost.
Hmm.
That's no problem.
Yeah, so I'm just going to pick up the bandit down there.
Yeah.
Kid slugging on my shoulder.
Talon, I can carry you as well. If you need, if you walking helps you, or if riding would help you concentrate on spell.
It probably would, but I have to be, just a second. Yeah. Oh, well, yes, I could do it.
Cool. All right, I'm gonna carry Dead Bandit and Talon.
Okay.
Are you ready to head back?
I just
Yep.
look around. It should be.
By the way, Dia hefts this unconscious guy up onto her shoulders relatively easily. You're actually a little surprised.
The little bumpkin.
Yep. Okay, so you could start heading back to town. And as you do so, you are able to, after 10 minutes, you're able to sense that this is indeed a magical item. However, it is bonded to this man.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Well-
also, on our way back, Bounty will be keeping his eye out for like any type of good-looking logs or something he can use for woodcrafting later.
Okay, well, actually, as you come along, we'll switch maps here.
Yeah, hey, there's a log.
Yes.
Just for you.
There is a log. So you successfully are able to see that there is actually a scraggly man over on that log. He's sitting there.
And while they're doing that, I will say, well, the ring is definitely magical, but I don't think we can get it off. It's kind of bound to him. Interesting.
I can easily unbind it.
No, we don't want to chop his finger.
He's not going to be using it for long.
Let's not chop a finger.
Okay, so the scraggly man.
Yes.
Can I determine whether or not he looks like he is waiting for someone or something?
It seems as if he's talking to someone or something. Like he's moving his hands pretty animatedly, and his mouth seems to be moving. You can sort of hear him not mumbling or whispering, but talking relatively low under his breath. Just something or someone.
Is this a version of Luna Lovegood? Good.
Well, I guess I'm going to approach him. Talon, I think you're still on my shoulder, so you are also approaching him.
Yeah, and I have detect magic on, so if there is any magic around, I would see or feel, or yeah.
And I'm going to approach him and be like, "Sir, are you okay?"
He keeps on talking to himself. You what you hear as you get closer is this. I know, but we have to do it right, you know. Like we can't just do whatever. We have to figure this out correctly, right, buddy? Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm going to put Talon and the unconscious bandit on the ground, and then I'm going to like first go to the log he's sitting at and see if it's like a sturdy log. Is it decent
it's
wood?
a good log. It's a very good log.
Awesome. I'm gonna just take my axe and start cutting into it. Trying to cut off like a foot long piece.
The man takes a moment to realize that you're chopping his seat, and then he looks up and he's like, "Hey, this is my log. What are you doing?" He stands up. He's relatively short. He's a dwarf.
I am acquiring wood.
But this is my log. Don't you understand?
It is log in forest.
Well, yes, but as you can see, I'm sitting here.
I'm just gonna look over to like that rock and be like, "You can sit."
No. This is my log. My log. He starts like circling it.
Do I sense magic or is it just plain crazy?
You don't really sense any magic. See, this is my
so
log.
it's
This
just
is
like-
where I met my best friend. This is where he lives, so you can't have it.
How old is that log?
It's probably a couple years old.
And it hasn't degraded at all?
Nope.
Man,
It's
that's a
not
magical. That is one good log.
It's a good log.
You need log.
Well, I need my best friend, so you go find another log.
Who is friend?
You'll just squish him.
Is it squirrel?
What? No.
I thumb back to the giant squirrel.
I want to examine the log.
When I hacked into it with my axe, did it leave a mark?
Yep.
Ah, so it is normal wood.
All right, let me check.
It
Yeah,
is
it's definitely not magical because I have detect magic on and it didn't pop anything up.
Nothing pops.
It's
Yeah,
sentimental value.
Alan, investigating the log.
Talon needs all the help investigating the log.
Yeah, you
Can
can
I-
investigate it as well. Yeah.
Can I ask my little hummingbird friend to tell me if he notices anything weird about it?
Sure.
All right, then I'm just going to turn to him and ask, "You notice anything weird about this? You've been in the nature longer than I have."
You get some sense that he's putting images in your mind of something fast. Something small and fast.
Has anybody checked inside the log?
No, but I can do that. Although I'm not the best person to do that. But I can do that.
Are you
Um,
going to try to touch it, or
Or is there any holes in the log, or is it just a solid log?
there are some places where rot has started to crack it a little bit.
I guess I'm gonna just give it a once over.
Don't touch it. Don't get near. He sort of puts his chest out and tries to herd you away, Talon. Try to move you away.
I'm just gonna move real quick here and touch the log.
Hey! No! But he doesn't touch you. He just runs around jumping on both legs. Hey! That's my log. Don't touch it. Don't touch it.
Can I touch it?
Go right ahead.
I touch it.
The
No,
log
I told you
floats.
not to touch it. He stamps on the ground. At this time, something darts out and crawls over the log down on the grass onto this dwarf's shoulder. I told you not to disturb him. You didn't listen. You don't know. No one listens to me. Because I look
Oh.
crazy.
You sound crazy too, sir.
What's on his shoulder?
A
Oh,
wood cockroach.
A
Oh.
woodcock. Oh,
Ew, a cockroach.
Don't you dare insult my best friend.
yes, your friend is safe now, so I will be taking log.
No, that's his home. He stands right on the log.
Fine.
Is everyone in this town crazy?
I will find different log. I'm gonna just pick up the unconscious bandit again and start marching on.
Well, I guess. Wait. Okay. Well, if you let me keep a branch, then I'll let you have it for 5 gold. How about that?
5. We can just cut down a tree. We don't need to pay him anything.
Well, you sir, you know I could burn the log, but I won't. But I could burn the log.
I don't like you at all. You're so short. Get away. I'm not giving
Says
you
the
this log
dwarf.
anymore. I can't believe I was gonna do that.
Dwarf calling me short. Okay.
All right. Well, yeah. I'll be like, I'm just gonna go around. I am gonna give him 5 gold.
What?
No,
Oh,
no, no.
oh, okay.
It's my gold. I do what I want.
Oh, thank you. I'll make sure I get a branch, and then you can have it.
Yeah, I'll leave this little top thing right there.
Okay.
I'm gonna cut that. I'm gonna cut that off. Cut it off. Give it to him, and then start hacking into the rest of the log if he doesn't try to stop me.
He looks sort of sad, but He
Well,
then says,
technically, I only need this little branch right here, so I'm just gonna cut that off.
"Go for it."
Okay, so I'll just cut off that branch and leave the rest there.
Now, just know that I wouldn't have done this normally, but my buddy said it was okay. So I hope you appreciate him and tell him you appreciate it.
You'll do me great service.
Looking at the cockroach, does it seem to be a familiar, or does it just seem to be like a normal cockroach?
Bounty just thinks it's a pet.
Yeah.
It's just a very intelligent cockroach.
Yes.
Can I try to use my gnome feature, speak with small beasts, to see if I can communicate with a cockroach?
Sure. Why not?
So I'm going to use that and gestures and sounds and stuff and try to ask the cockroach if the dwarf is crazy.
He is crazy. But he's also not crazy.
Huh.
How can someone be crazy and not crazy? That confuses me.
Well, you probably thought that he was talking to himself, but as you can see, I exist. But he is crazy in that he's just crazy.
Oh. Do you like him?
Yeah, he's my buddy. He's
Okay,
the only one
then-
that didn't get scared of me.
I'm not scared of you.
You
What
called me
is-
I seen many-
disgusting. I heard you.
No, I did not.
Oh, someone
What is the dwarf holding right now?
What's
Like,
the
what is
dwarf
he
holding?
wearing? Like, what is he holding and wearing?
Oh, he's not holding anything. And he's wearing sort of rough clothing, earthy colors. It seems like he's a traveler, maybe.
I'm going to try to speak to him in Druidic and ask him, can you understand me?
Yeah, I can. What's wrong? He says in common.
Interesting. No, nothing's wrong. Just happy to see someone like me out here.
Oh, are you one too? Oh, nice.
I use Druidcraft and make a little flower pop out of the ground next to his feet.
He makes a flower pop out next to it as well.
Friends for life.
Another best friend. I'm so happy. My buddy and
All
I
right.
will always remember you. Oh, by the way, watch out for that. Down the road, there's some interesting stuff I've heard. I don't want my new best friend to get in trouble.
I'll just wave at the cockroach and say, well, you take care. I'm going to go over there.
All right,
Not that this
I love-
from Gary
I love
hasn't
your
been
cockroach
exciting, but
voice. I
yeah,
love it.
let's get moving.
I love
Wish
it.
the cockroach could be in this campaign the rest of the time.
I love that voice.
The cockroach, you've somehow made a cockroach sound cute.
Yeah.
Well, I'm
Alright,
an
so-
entomologist, so maybe it's just one of the things I've learned. No, I'm just kidding. I didn't learn that.
Yes, they speak.
all right, so I'm gonna just take my 3 foot of log and leave. Pick
Wait.
up the bandit and leave.
Right now, are we walking back to the town?
Yes.
Yeah, we're on our way.
So hillbilly person is tied up, and our other bandit is tied up as well. Who's
Yeah,
carrying-
we have 3 bandits right now.
Okay.
Dia's carrying Huckleberry, and then I'm carrying one. I forget who's carrying the other.
I think it's Bounty. Bounty's,
Bounty's
No,
not Bounty.
all right. Excellent.
Yeah.
Someone's just going to look at I'm just going to look at the party and go like, well, the cockroach said that the dwarf is crazy. But they are friends. I can't fault them. Friends are nice to have.
Yeah. Never met another druid before. It's interesting.
I'm just wondering why he called me short. He wasn't really tall.
He's crazy.
You're
yeah.
shorter than he is.
Well, that's true too.
All right, so Bounty's gonna try to like walk ahead of the group.
Okay.
Wait!
Um,
Didn't you carry me on your shoulder? I'll just go after him like really as fast as I can with my tiny little legs.
All right, well, I stick my 3 foot stick in my bag and I pick him up.
Thank you
Okay.
very much.
Happy-
As we're traveling, I'm going to be sticking 10 to 20 feet off the path, just walking through.
Okay. Yeah, so you don't have to move your icons anymore for right now because we'll just use this map for the next couple miles that you're traveling.
Awesome.
Um,
Okay. Going constantly right.
Yep, exactly.
It's one winding road.
It is. It is. So yeah, it took you about an hour or two to get to the location of the thieves, so it's gonna take you about the same to get back, since you are carrying some weight with the bandits.
Hey,
And this
Dia,
is
do you want
why-
me to take the bumpkin off your hands?
No, I'm fine. But I think that he's gonna wake up soon.
You'll be waking up to difficult situation.
We have him tied up, right?
Yes, he is tied up. He is bound. Tar gives you an impression sort of sends you a signal that something's not quite right up ahead.
Guys, my raven just told me that something's not quite right up ahead.
Oh,
We
Can
must
you
be
not
getting
see through
close
his
to
eyes?
Crazy Town.
It's actually a little confused because it's sending you the image of your captive.
Yeah.
Well, this is weird. Why would... I don't know. Maybe he... I think he might have a duplicate or something.
Huh.
As you say that, someone
Oh.
comes
Oh.
into the
Great.
path. Well, hello there. I see that you've got quite a load on your
I was.
shoulders.
As he says, "Why hello there?" I'm just gonna drop the bandit I'm carrying on my shoulder into the ground, and just sort of like draw my axe and be like, "Yes."
I have a proposition for you. How about you hand me over? I don't need the two bandits, but I'd really appreciate it if you handed me my brother.
Oh, are they twins?
Apparently.
I'm gonna roll
I
insight.
have a counter offer
Yeah, can I
for
roll
you.
insight to see if he's like telling the truth about
Go
his brother?
for it.
My insight's not great, but we'll see what happens. There's always a miracle.
I have a counter offer. How about you just surrender, and we'll not beat you up too much.
I sense that he is being honest.
Hmm.
That was not a lie. And at this point, you see and hear about 30 men surrounding you up here. Well, how about this offer? We let you live, and you hand me over my brother.
Talon off shoulder,
Okay, I'll jump down.
and I just sort of like draw my shield and draw my shield and be like, and just turn to the rest and be like, "It's up to you."
Dia sets the man down gently, and she sort of like looks to you guys like, "What should we do?"
Do I sense that they are 30 men really, or if that's an illusion or
You do not
something?
detect any magic except like one or two
Okay.
people that might have magical items on them.
Okay, but it's not an illusion. It's really 30 men.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah, you don't sense any illusions.
I'm gonna just move in front of the man and be like, "Who are you?"
Well, I am a local here, and that is all you need to know.
You should know that your brother attacked us, and thus we are just doing our proper duties.
Did he really attack you? Did he ever raise a sword out of offense rather than defense?
I don't
His
remember.
people
I
did.
actually wasn't there.
His people did.
Well, what if they are not his people? What if I say
What?
that they're my people, and he happened to be in the wrong place at the wrong time?
I don't like you. You're
Well,
strange, and you're weird.
That is
Who here?
That would
perfectly
mean
fine
our
with
grudge
me.
is with you, not him.
Hmm.
Well, men. They stand at attention all around in synchrony.
I'm gonna just raise my shield. Just if there's a surprise round, taking a defensive action or dodge action.
Yep, they're he sort of like does a nod and an arrow just stands right in between you and him. Well, is that convincing enough?
That we have a problem with you? Yes.
I'm not. As I said, we will not. We will let you go if you let my brother go.
So
I'll take.
I'm just going to yell from behind. Well, that's fine and all, but how about this? Since your man caused the problem first, let's have it as in. Let's make this a fair thing. Let's have a one-on-one. If we win, we take you instead of your brother, since you are technically in charge.
There are the 6 of us.
I don't really know what point you are in negotiations, since we have you outnumbered. In addition, those men were no longer my men once they left the camp. They became renegades and rebels, so I'm glad that you took care of them for me.
Do these people look like bandits, perhaps?
They look. You can
I'll
see them
take
really
a.
well. Go
Sorry,
for
I'll
it.
take a little copper wire from my bag and just aim at Bounty and say, "Well, there are really 30 men, and they are not magical, and we are only 6 of us. I don't think this is a good idea to fight him." And he can reply because I'm using message the cantrip.
I'm not going to reply. Instead, I'm just going to say out loud, it's like, what stake do we have on this man anyway? We came for the gold. We came for the gold to receive stolen goods. Do we actually need to bring him to city?
Fair point.
Technically, no.
We have what we need for the city, I think.
I am compelled to agree to this, merely to be on our way. I have things to do.
I'm just going to turn at the. So do we actually need to bring this guy?
No, I didn't know that he would be there. We just needed to collect my equipment and says that they had stolen, that the other thieves that were already dead had stolen. So I
Okay.
don't really care.
We sound kind of unanimous. Anyone is thinking that we shouldn't leave him there?
How many of them are there?
30.
The squirrel like
30.
climbs onto him and then over the other side.
30.
At this point, this man starts to wake up. The unconscious brother. He's sort of groggy. Ugh. What happened?
You tried to kill us. We fought back and won.
I didn't try to kill anyone. Brother, you're awake! You're alive! I'm so happy! Says this one. He sort of like gets sort of jumps back and forth. No.
I am.
Didn't you say they were renegades? Why are you happy?
I know it's just
Blood
happy.
is blood.
For his brother,
This
not
one,
the other two.
this one says he was not a renegade. He just happened to be in the wrong place at the wrong time. Isn't that right, brother? Yes.
Well.
The other one that is still bound says.
Well, I feel that we should let him have his brother and then be on our way.
Does he want the other two as well, or just his brother?
Nah, this is the brother.
You're gonna
Okay.
keep.
Feel free
I'm
to keep
tempted
the
to let him
others.
keep the other two and deal with his traitors how he sees fit.
You can't really determine anything about whether he's being honest or not.
Then I'm gonna take another approach. It's gonna sound stupid, but
I'm gonna cast charm.
wait, no. I'm going to do my little
You're going to trust Jason.
mind meld thing, and I'm gonna say, "This is your conscience speaking. If you're lying to these people, you will come into very, very big harm.
And
So
you're
you may as
speaking-
well admit it now."
You're speaking to this one, correct?
Yeah, in his head.
Oh, that's quite
quite a good one. I see what you're doing there. Well,
Damn it.
just to let you know, I don't have a conscience anymore, so it doesn't really matter.
Oh, well, I went the wrong direction with that.
The only thing I care about is my brother and other things.
Other things.
Yes, you don't need to know. Because we're about
Did-
to leave company.
Do you mind if I ask what you plan to do once you have your brother?
Well, we're gonna head back to where we live.
Okay. I mean, there's 30 of them, so we can't really keep them even if we wanted to. So
Yeah, so Bounty's okay with just dropping them and walking on.
Yeah,
as
just
long
let
as he
him
doesn't
go.
want the other two.
He said he doesn't care. I'm gonna leave him. I don't have a reason to take him.
Well, we managed pretty well against the earlier ones.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but there
We
wasn't
weren't-
30 of them.
We weren't
Yeah,
outnumbered.
that's true.
Yeah, there are no 30 of them. Yeah.
I got a few spells, but not enough to take that many on.
Let's just
I
leave
suppose-
them there.
I suppose that if we are not fighting them, or if we're giving them the brother back, then we should go on.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because, we have things to do too. And we are just wasting time.
All right, let's give him the brother back and
So you untie him then?
No.
I wouldn't untie him. I just I say we should probably just drag him over there and let the
Just
brother
drop. Just leave him where he is, and everyone walk on.
Yeah.
Well, I guess I didn't say gently, but know that takes points away from my liking you. And he does a quick slash with a sword that comes out from his back, and he slashes the bindings. He's like, "I'm glad to have you back, brother." Yes.
They both have the same voice, so I can't tell which one's talking.
The one that just was unbound size.
Okay.
All right, well,
He does not look very thrilled.
I'm just gonna put
I'm
my
just
shield
gonna-
away.
I'm just gonna rub my eyes because I'm seeing double.
Yeah, I'm gonna put my shield away and then reach down for Talon and be like, "We should be on our way."
Yes, I agree. They are very weird. I don't like being in their presence. So yeah,
All right,
Let's
well,
go.
I'm gonna try to walk by them if they'll let me.
They do. And for
Okay.
those that are the last, are able to see that the dire squirrel, or the giant squirrel, gives the just recently bound man a giant nut, an acorn, and then continues on. The man looks very confused.
We move on from the group then, unless something else.
Nope. Okay.
something else weird happens.
So at this point,
That guy was really excited to be free. He was positively beside himself.
Oh,
That was a great fun.
I love sarcasm.
oh, that was good. Yeah, so you continue back and you get to town without any issues. Do you head
Yay.
back to the inn?
Yeah, I need to deliver the chest back.
Is there any I guess not police station, but the equivalent of that around here?
A guardhouse.
Guardhouse, yeah.
Yeah, there's a guardhouse. You could probably get directions from the innkeeper or someone at the tavern.
Okay.
Bounty would actually like to look for a general goods store if possible,
Okay.
and Bounty wants to buy a 2-person tent and fishing tackle.
Okay. Bounty buys a 2-person tent and fishing tackle.
I think that's like a total of 5 gold.
I don't think there is any place in this town that I can find good parchment and ink, right?
Not in this town, no.
No, I'm so doomed.
Um,
We need to get out of this town, guys.
Working on it.
at this point, you get to the inn after doing some shopping. Okay, and at this point, once you go inside, yeah, so
The fact that Dia still has like a ripped skirt no thought to replace yet. Got the cloak
She
on,
has a
but
cloak around her from Malhareth, who had given it to her.
I'm actually looking at the logs and seeing how many scratches there are. That's how my perception is right now.
So the three that succeeded, Malhareth, Bounty, Brassfang, and William, you were able to notice a bronze dragonborn sitting at the table over here. There we go. And he's looking
Hey.
in your direction.
oh, I'm
Hey,
on him.
you said you had a dragonborn friend, didn't you?
Yes.
That
She
picture looks like a sea
she's
anemone.
sort of cowering in the corner, and the dragonborn speaks up. He's like, "Now, Dia, I do believe that we should have a discussion. Pardon me, excuse me, pardon me, excuse me."
Who are you?
He just ignores you and continues on. "I do believe I have a question regarding all of these items on the floor. If you remember, the items on the floor are alchemical compounds, ingredients, and
Yeah.
glass vials. Well, you know my interest in alchemistry. Well, I didn't remember you being good at it.
She's not.
That hurts. Well, I don't even remember these being yours. I believe you took these from my luggage again, didn't you, Dia? Well, you see, I just can't help it. I just want to get good. I just can't. Yes, I noticed with the glue on the chair with your skirt still attached. Well, maybe we can get some of your own at some point so you don't ruin mine anymore. So, where's Graham? Well, he's at... I sent him for a report. Oh, I see. Very good. Did you find anything interesting? Anything new? Well, actually I did. Well, who are these companions of yours? He gestures to everybody else.
No, you just passed me through and you didn't even notice me.
William
Okay, that I'm
Brassfang.
short. But
He sort of
yeah.
like comes up and he does like a bow, a flourishing bow. He says, "I apologize, good sir. I was just so focused on reprimanding my companion that I didn't even pay attention to my surroundings. I am greatly apologetic."
Well, okay. Well, you were right. She's not very good at it. But don't tell her. She gets offended.
Let's see if she hears. Nope. She's just looking down, like sort of toeing with her shoe some of the broken glass. Well, yes, I'm glad that other people can see what I see, but unfortunately she still has a love for it. I tried to teach her, it was a disaster. Worse than glue. We still haven't paid those bills back yet. Yes, so may I ask what you were doing with my companion Dia? It seemed like you were having adventures based on
Helping.
your apparel.
Well, she asked us to retrieve something from her, and then we went, and then we found bandits, and we fought bandits, and we were carrying the bandits back, and then the bandits had a twin, and we left the twin with the bandit, and we came back, basically.
Where is bartender?
I'm in the back. Just wait a moment.
We have your items.
My items? Just a second. He like runs out. He's a hefty guy. He's like,
He looks like a cheery little man.
"You got them! I'm so happy! This is amazing! I thought I was going to have to close the inn, but no.
Is he screaming from the other side of the wall?
This is a countertop.
Come
Oh, okay. I thought that was a wall. Like,
That would be good, I have to admit.
okay. Talon, you have item in bag.
I do. How tall is the counter, though?
Taller than you.
Bounty will walk over and grab the chest from him.
You set it down with like a thunk. He like opens it, looking, and he's like, "Oh, thank you! You were able to retrieve everything. I'm just so grateful. Thought I was going to have to retire on nothing and just give up on life, and I don't even know. With everything happening around this country, I thought I was doomed. Thank you so much. Free drinks and food for everyone tonight.
I want leg of lamb.
And well,
Very well. Go right ahead."
I will.
Like,
I will.
goes in the back and starts making things.
Awesome.
Carrots, sir, and cheese. Thank you.
Very well.
Okay. Bounty's gonna turn to the bronze dragonborn and be like, "What is it you'll do?"
Well, you see, I am the alchemist, but I am also very good at finding things, and I've been trying to find something of my own recently.
Your own, as in you owned it and lost it?
Well, yes, I suppose so. It's not a physical or material thing, but I'm still searching for it, and my companion is traveling with me to help.
What is it you are looking for?
Well, He looks around. Well, Dia didn't mind you, so I think you might be decent folk. I don't usually discuss private matters, but if you have... Let's just say I've been looking for some memories.
looking for some memories.
I have heard of magic that can help reclaim lost thoughts.
Can they bring back all memory of a life except for the past year?
I'm unsure. Our sages back in my tribe used to work with magic such as that.
He looks very interested, and he turns towards you. He's like, very interesting. Would it be possible to visit your tribe at some point?
No.
He sort of, like, in that tone and in that single syllable, he sort of understands, and he nods slowly. Very well. Well, perhaps I can find another clue somewhere.
There are other tribes out there. You may be able to find one of them.
I appreciate it.
We are nomadic. You could find us anywhere.
Yes, I've been traveling town from town. We've been searching for my memories, but we've also been searching for news and rumors and gossip.
If you don't mind, have you heard about any bandit groups having kidnapped people in the past 5 years?
I'm just gonna sort of like scoot around him and be like, "Do you? Here's 5 silver. Go get new clothes."
Thank you. I really appreciate it. She like goes back upstairs.
Dragon?
Yes.
I'm not very experienced yet, but I know there are spells that can help you regain your thoughts, but you need very good, powerful magicians to do that. I cannot do that for you, sir. But if you look around, maybe you'll find a wizard that is skilled enough to do so.
Yes, I've tried that route, but perhaps the wizard wasn't powerful enough.
Well, maybe you can wait until I'm powerful enough and I'll do it for you.
Perhaps that might be a sound idea.
It might take a while, though.
On your previous question from your companion about a group of bandits, I have heard that recently there has been some type of revival of banditry. It's almost as if they've come out of the woodwork. They've been forming groups like people have never seen, and it seems almost unnatural. Sort of like these natural disasters that are spreading.
Have they been kidnapping children at all?
I am not sure. I have not heard any rumors about that, but then again, I've heard that.
I'll point out that at the word "children," bounty sort of perks up.
Yes, I haven't really seen any heard anything recently about children being kidnapped, but I wouldn't be surprised if there's some type of action similar to that somewhere. This seems to be spreading as well.
Well, if we ever cross paths again and you hear about any bandits kidnapping women and children of a special nature, uh, let me know.
Well, actually,
Talking about people of a special nature, in all your gathering rumors, have you heard of anyone with a special connection to the elemental plane?
interesting.
Stalin perks up at that.
Interestingly, I have, and I was going to.
Oh.
I was about to head out with Dia to go to another relatively close town that I've heard rumors about. It might be a little closer to there might be a source or an origin to this dilemma, and I think it's one step closer, and perhaps we might be able to get some information there.
Stalin's just looking at every one of you now, like one a turn. Can we go to this town?
We have nowhere else to go. Might as
I
well.
tend to agree with Talon.
You see, the reason I left my home city and came adventuring was because my father disappeared in a portal to the elemental planes. I really want to find him.
We need to find a Horizon Walker.
Yes.
Oh,
Well, I only want to find my dad. I think he's not dead yet. I think he's alive. But if I don't study magic enough to rescue him, I won't, and that could be a clue.
so the person's looking for a way to find his lost memories, right?
Yes.
I am going to tell him. I'm going to tell him that where I come from, there's some monks who may be able to help him. My people recently had an event happen, so they may have some sort of power, and I'm going to kind of give him the general location of where my hometown is.
I appreciate it. I'll remember that. I'll make note of it. I think since this town is closer, I'll check there first, since I am also supposed to collect rumors of whatever's happening, but I appreciate it, and I'll be sure to head there.
Oh, okay.
I do recommend traveling in a relatively large group, a party, if I think that's what they call it, because I've heard that there are abnormal monsters, things that have not been seen in this world for centuries.
I'm going to be very interested in this.
Alright. I am okay to go with to this city if it helps our group out.
Well, it could be a clue to what happened to my dad.
Yeah, I mean, I have nothing else to do at the moment. But before we go anywhere, do you know any places where finding information and rumors would be abundant? Someplace where I could gather a lot of information.
I usually try bars and taverns.
Well, I've been trying those for the past 4 years, or 3 years before the last year, but
Well,
nothing of interest. I've not found anything of interest.
Say something. I think that there might be an information broker in the town that we're going. That's one of the main
Oh.
reasons why I'm going there, to be honest. Other than it being a little closer to what's thought to be the origin of this issue.
If
Okay.
we are all heading there, do you and Dia wish to travel with us?
Oh, well,
Safety
I
in
know
numbers.
that I wouldn't mind, and Dia seems comfortable with your group, so I don't see why not.
Might
I'm just
be a good
gonna look at
opportunity.
him. Sorry, I'm just gonna look at him and try try to see if I can notice anything that he can do. I'm just curious. I've never seen a dragonborn before, apart from a hexlith, and so I'm just being very curious about this guy and trying to figure out what he does. If he has magic, if he doesn't have magic, if he has a sword, this kind of thing that I'm looking for.
Bounty is just assuming that he's a merchant.
Yeah, you don't see any weapons or any like major interesting items on him at this point.
Okay.
So, what is it that you can do, sir?
Well, as I
Straight
said
up approach.
earlier, I am an alchemist, but also I can find things, and I'm good at discovering things.
You can find things, huh?
Yes, they tend to call me an investigator.
Um,
I'm really
how
pretty
much
good
do
with
you
rings.
charge?
Charge? I've never been paid. It's usually my own investigating that I do, or
At this point,
Elsewhere.
I'm just going to raise up my voice a bit and say, "Aren't you guys tired standing in the middle of, I don't know, this building?"
By the way, the building still looks like an earthquake happened, which is why there's a bench here laying on its side.
Yeah, it's just hit morning. It's been less than 5 hours since everything went down.
Yep, exactly. And the innkeeper
Well-
can't lift things, so.
Well,
I will help.
you see. Go ahead.
Bounty's like, I will help clean place. I'm gonna just lift up the bench.
Okay.
I can carry up, or I can lift up to 600 pounds. I assume I can lift a bench.
Well,
Are
Who was the person that asked how much he charges?
I did.
Okay, so I'll just go. Well, you just said that there are monsters out there, and as far as I can count, you and Dia are just 2, and we are 6. And if we travel together, you are safe. And then I think you should find things for us without charge because we're helping you.
Are you counting Tar as well? Tar, the warg, the hummingbird.
Uh,
That would make us
I
9.
did not. Yes, that you make a very good point. So there are 9 of us.
the squirrel unjustly stamps its giant feet, and it
There are 10 of us.
tail. It nods firmly.
My hummingbird it can't do very much. It's just a
All
friend.
right,
of
there
mine.
are 11 of us then.
Well, as I said, I don't normally charge, so I'm more than willing to come along either way and help in whatever way I can. Now, if we're to leave the town and I would go along with you, then we might have to talk about terms, but I'm not really interested in money. I would say more in information or
For
skills.
the investigation I want, I'm willing to give whatever you need. Anything.
Well, let's go to the next town and see what happens. And
Okay.
We should recuperate first. Try to get an idea of where we are.
perhaps we should all have a nice rest and leave
Tomorrow.
tomorrow. Yes, you can.
We should
finish your
probably clean up the
shopping.
tavern first.
Yes.
And I'm just gonna walk away and start.
I'm just
You
sitting.
just
I'm
climb
just
over
gonna
the
sit.
counter.
Yeah,
I'm just sitting at the bench.
Yeah,
While you guys clean, I'm sitting at the bench, get my book, and I'm reading because I'm not helping you clean at all.
Yeah, you forgot that when you sat down that you were sitting on the chair with
Oh.
the
Oh,
glue. And
no.
there was a tiny bit of glue left that was not touching
Oh,
the skirt. So
I don't have another cloak, so
make a
good luck.
strength check for me.
Karma.
Oh,
strikes
really?
real
Yeah.
quick.
Oh my goodness!
Well,
Karma strikes real
I
quick.
believe that will take some acidity. So if we could go find a lime or a lemon and try to help you off of that.
Okay, not bad, not
Yeah,
bad.
you can pull at it, and it just tears like the tiniest little bit.
We get a little peek of halfling butt.
It's no, and he
Or
wears
no
out
butt.
the wear.
To keep it
He's one
stream
of us.
appropriate, it's on like his lower thigh, so it's like where a skirt would show, so it's not a big deal.
Yeah, he
You
has
just ruined
this.
your
The
clothing if you're fastidious about that.
Alright, so
Yeah.
if we're gonna be taking a day to recuperate, Bounty's just gonna take that log he got cut it in half and just start carving into it with his woodworking tools.
Okay, you go at it.
And I'm going to be practicing how to actually dual wield 2 quarterstaffs, because that's going to be something to work out.
Do we need a sparring partner? Bounty's there.
I mean, I'm not opposed to learning how to do that, so...
At this point, he sort of the Dragonborn speaks up. Yes, if you want to practice, or spar, or get any training of any sort, I suggest the arena. That's where travelers and the locals that know some martial arts or weaponry tend to practice, and you might be able to find some sparring partners down there, possibly. At least, places to work out and things like that.
Okay.
Okay. Anyone who's off some training, let's go to the arena.
I'll follow.
Bounty will go. He's interested in sparring.
I will go, but I will be sitting there reading my book because I don't want to be alone.
Oh, you're not alone. You're here with the orc.
No, thank you. He wants to eat me. No.
I'm just going to whisper, Willem, just find me later.
Okay.
That sounds like an interesting proposition. Okay.
I'm not standing alone with the orc who
Is the
wants to
squirrel
eat me.
riding on the crow?
Okay, well,
That's
if Talon's coming along, Bounty will offer to carry him again, so he doesn't get left behind.
This is going to be the theme of this campaign, people carrying the gnome around.
Yeah. All right, to the arena.
okay.
Alright.
Yeah.
So
Time for the druid to actually hit stuff.
let's
Time for me to actually play my character in combat for the first time.
Oh yeah, because you missed it when we went into combat. I just
Yeah.
remember that.
Yeah, that's why we retconned it and said that Bounty didn't kill someone, because I wanted his first kill to be by my hand.
Should we bring the healing squirrel?
the squirrel will come and watch.
The squirrel will do whatever he wants. I'm not going to hold the squirrel to too high standards.
It's just they've raised this area. They did have a couple wizards that could use earth magic really well, so they
Oh,
sort of
wait,
had-
so
they had
this
a
circle is
method.
elevated,
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
Okay.
They have wizards. I should talk to them.
Well, now, if you want to, now's the time to do it while everyone else is beating the crap out of each other.
So who wants to spar with me?
Bounty will spar.
Oh, not you. You've already sparred with me a few times.
Did I?
Accidentally.
I don't remember this.
Mr. Blood Rage.
Now I want to find wizards.
No, wait, did we actually do that? Because I don't remember Bounty going in a rage yet.
I'm pretty sure you swung at somebody, at least.
Well, the AI Bounty swung at the bandit.
I'm kind of afraid to fight you.
Well, both of you fight me.
Yeah.
Oh,
Let's
let's
do
do
it.
that. Okay.
2-on-1.
Yeah.
Alright, I'll start on this side of the map.
So we
I'm
rolling
casting
initiative
Shillelagh.
now?
All right, DM.
Yes.
Since he said there are wizards in town,
Yeah.
that changes my mind. So I'm going to be very bored looking at them fighting, and I'm just gonna sneak out of the arena and go around town asking for wizards.
Okay.
Axe, but I'm using the blunt side of my axe, so I'm just gonna be hitting you
Yeah,
with
I think we're doing non-lethal damage to each other.
Yeah,
Well,
it's
that's
it's
too
implied,
close,
but I feel like I should also say it out loud that I'm not going to be hitting you guys with a sharp end of my axe.
As I throw spells at him.
Yeah,
Non-lethal bludgeoning damage.
Okay, so
Bounty's fighting by himself. How about he goes first?
okay, all right.
Alright. Yeah.
I'm going to rush to Druid and just do the basic thing that barbarians do and hit him really hard with my axe.
Oh, great. You're gonna take me out in one swing.
Maybe.
Oh yeah.
Does a 21 hit?
Yeah, that hits.
All right, damage 6.
Ow.
So just run up, and that ends my turn because I end my turn.
Alright.
I'm going to be moving in behind Bounty and swinging with my 2 quarterstaffs.
Oh,
Action, bonus action.
one shot. The level 1 character.
16. Misses.
Oh yeah, you're okay. Yeah, that's a 16. Does that hit?
Nope, it misses.
Oh,
Okay. And then the second one is made without the modifiers because...
Yep.
Yeah.
still advantage though.
4 and 13 both miss.
Yeah, this is taking a bit of time to figure out.
Yep, we'll get it.
My turn. You know what? I might just Allahu Akbar this.
No, okay. Blow yourself up.
Question. I have a spell called
Friendly spa! This is a friendly spa!
I have a spell called Ice Knife, which is I can throw it, but am I allowed to just stab him with it? That's 9 piercing damage
Yep.
as I shove a knife made of ice into your gut.
You took me down to half health.
What?
Boys
Yeah.
in PvP, guys.
Yeah,
Boys in PvP.
Barbarians. Alright, now it's my turn again. I'm going to rage.
What was that?
I don't know. I'll
That
be
was
clean of.
the frost from the knife missing, Bounty Brasping.
Okay.
Alright. So now rage. I'm going to swing at you again, Druid.
I hate you.
I'm sorry, but you just took down half my health. William hurts me. With advantage.
Oh,
I
yes.
think that
22.
hits.
Yeah, 22 hits. It just hits my shield. Bing!
And seeing how effective my last attack was, I'm gonna do it again.
But this time I'm raging, so I take half damage.
You sort of stumble, actually, and you fall backwards a little bit.
So the attack misses, but it's still gonna shatter in my hand, and let's see
And
how much damage all of us take. As I stab at you, I miss, but it explodes in my hand. I jump out of the way, or we both jump out of the way, but you don't. So you take 9 points of cold damage.
with that I'm a 0. Finally.
The druid's useful.
I'm unconscious.
Part of me is regretting Talon is not there because he was like, "Are you done yet? I need books. Where are the books?"
And because I have no more spells left, I can't cast Cure Wounds on you.
Yeah, well, luckily it was subdue, so I think naturally that put me down like 1 because it's a spar.
Yeah, with
Yeah.
the both of us, we could easily stabilize you anyway. So.
Yeah, so.
And your friendly neighborhood
Squirrel.
Yeah, squirrel. What does squirrel heal me for?
And besides, you're gonna rest soon. It's not that you're dead. You're just
Yeah.
beaten up, and you're going to rest and get back again.
So is the spa now between me and the druid?
Give us an hour, or actually, I need like 8 hours. But
Oh, the squirrel! There is the squirrel biting.
I mean, Shillelagh's still up, so I can. If he heals us both back up,
Yeah,
we could
the
just beat each
squirrel
other.
Bites you both several times, and you were healed to like
All
about
right.
3/4 health.
I've got Shillelagh, so let's just beat each other to death.
What am I up to?
Let's do this.
3/4 as well. He doesn't.
Okay.
He does the squirrel does not fully heal you, just as a lesson. You can sort of tell in the squirrel's eyes.
That puts me up to 5. Yeah.
All right.
The squirrel isn't happy with you guys.
So
He's disapproving.
Alright,
of you
well,
guys.
well, just so
he
you
goes
know,
back to the benches where he's been watching the whole time, or she. You realize it's a girl. It's a female.
just
Wait,
for
wait,
you
but
winning this
be-
bar,
before-
you found he got like +3 to liking you.
before we
Kicked his
do,
ass.
before we start kicking each other, let's take a respectful distance, okay? Let's do 20 paces.
Okay.
Okay, there we go.
So at this point, we're gonna pause and we're gonna switch back to Talon, who is investigating.
Da-na-na-na-na.
Yeah. He wants to know if there are wizards in town, and he's going to ask everyone that he meets where he can find the wizards in this town.
You finally come upon someone that might know something. It's an older man. He's sort of like sitting on a rocking chair on the main road of town, and he's sort of rocking back and forth, creaking. And you ask him, and he's like, "Well, I think I saw some wizards during that, that natural disaster training."
Oh, I hate him.
Yeah. Well, where can I find him now? Because there's no disaster training anymore.
Well, they probably left. I mean, there might be one that stayed behind. I can't remember.
Oh God.
Of course not. You're old. Old people tend to forget things.
Yes, they were with that eagle guy. I don't remember what they call those types of birdmen, but they were the ones that set up the training this past night.
Ooh, Eric Cochra. Interesting.
And where can I find them? I just want to find the wizard that I can talk to. Is that too hard to ask?
As I said, I don't really know, but you might be able to look down that road. He sort of points towards the road that sort of, there's like an alleyway, and then there's like
Okay.
a large building down the alleyway.
That's where I'm going to.
Okay.
Thank you very much. Though you didn't tell me much, but thank you.
You're welcome. Oh, young ones these days. I wish I had that energy. He sort of like rocks back and forth.
And then he will go after the building to find a wizard.
Yep. So you get to the building, and the door is really heavy. So make a strength check for me.
Goodness.
See if you can open it. It's a really thick oak door.
And you're a little tiny gnome.
So you're able to, after a couple minutes, push with all of your weight.
Minutes.
And it opens about 6 inches, and you squeeze through. And inside, it almost looks like a temple. And there's candles lit, and there's incense, and there's bookshelves with lots and lots of leather-bound books. Some look really ancient, some look really new.
And then I see nobody there.
In the back, you can hear someone shuffling about.
I'll go towards them. Hey, sir. Or ma'am. I don't know if it's a sir or a ma'am. But hello there.
Hello, how can I help you?
You see, my name is Talon Quickfoot, and I'm, Quickfoot. I don't even know my proper name. My name is Talon Quickfoot, and I'm looking for a wizard.
Hello,
Any
Quickfoot.
wizard.
A wizard, huh? Well, I am a wizard, I guess you could call me.
Oh, and then I'll walk towards them.
Very tall tiefling stands above you.
Oh, goodness. How tall?
6.5 foot.
Oh, gee.
Okay,
so I'm looking really up.
It's a woman, and her long tail is about your height in length, and it sort of like sweeps back and forth.
See, I am looking for two things. One, I'm looking for parchment and ink, and I was already told that this city doesn't have any. But I'm also looking for books that could contain spells, or parchments that could contain spells so I could learn them. I'm a wizard too, in training.
Well, she sort of puts her hand along her chin, sort of thinking. And she sort of changes demeanor. Well, I think I can help you. Come along, little one.
And I will come along all happy. And then while I'm doing that, I'm just going to hold my hand up and conjure do, let me see what I will do, something that won't burn the church down or something. Or the temple. I'll just do minor illusion and create a little Let me see what I'm going to create. I'm going to create a vase with pretty flowers, like in front of her, just to prove that I am, what I'm saying that I am.
She just walks right through them.
Ah, didn't you see the flowers? They were pretty.
Yes,
And
they were pretty. I do give you that. She then sort of like does a snap, and it's like you're standing in a wildflower field all around, and then she snaps again, and it disappears.
oh, that was pretty. Yes. You see, I need to learn everything that I can, but
Oh,
I've recently found friends, but none of them are wizards. I'm the only one.
oh, I do like having a student that is interested in the arts. You seem quite excited. Well, yes. Let
He
me.
can't. He can't learn druid spells, Maharith. But yes, if he could, you bet he would be all over you, trying to learn from you, but he can't. Okay.
Yes. In the back here, I've got some parchment and ink that you could use. And I can teach you a new spell if you're interested.
I am. What spell are you going to teach me?
I specialize in earth spells. Those earthquakes were my specialty. And I can help you produce a similar effect. Though, of course, they'll be relatively weak until you are able to get stronger in your abilities. Do you have
Well,
any interest in this?
yes, I do. I have interest in anything that has to do with learning and has to do with spells. So anything that you can teach me, I will learn. I'm very good at learning.
Very well. Oh, I wish they had such excited and interesting students in the capital. Oh, this is quite exciting. Well, I have to leave tomorrow morning to follow along with my group, but I can spend the evening helping to teach you this spell if you're really truly interested and dedicated.
I am. I can assure you. I'm really smart.
She like looks you up and down and she sees your excitement. She's like, yes, and I'm sure enthusiasm will be more than sufficient to cover anything else that's lacking.
I think that was offensive. But it's okay. I will ignore that and I will learn from you. What is it that you're going to teach me? Ah, and would you have parchments that I can carry with me? Because we are traveling tomorrow morning, and this town didn't have any for me to buy.
She
They
sort of
didn't
like
have
pats
books
your
either.
head and she says, yes, you must have been so excited that you missed that. I do have some parchment and ink that I can give to you.
Okay. Because
Along
I
with the
thought
spell.
that you were only going to give me what I needed to learn the spell, and what I'm asking is if you have
Oh,
extra.
extra. I see. Well, I'm sure I can part with a few pieces of parchment. She looks in the back, sort of shuffling. Even though this is not my temple of knowledge, I do have some special reputations that I am sure that they would not mind me donating a few to a very interesting and studious student. She hands you 10 pieces of parchment and a well of ink.
Yay! This is the parchment that I can use to copy spells, right?
Correct.
Because yay! Let me add it to my inventory. Parchment. Okay, 10. Okay. And I have ink, and I have, I have now. Well, I don't know if the sage background. Sorry, guys, I'm revealing you guys my background, which if it wasn't obvious, I don't know.
The stage background, the researcher perk is really useful.
Yeah, I mean, if well, Talon is an open book. He would just say it. I'm not sure if the parchment that I get from the sage background I can use for copying spells. Can I?
Yeah, I'll say go. You can.
Okay. All right. So now I have 20. Okay. So I'll go in and say. So you say you specialize in earth spells, and well, that would be interesting to learn. Will you teach me how to do a earthquake?
Yes, I can. Of course, it's going to start out as a tremor for you, but as you get stronger in your magic, you will be able to do full earthquakes like my beauties this past evening.
My group is going to like it. Well, maybe they won't, but I will.
She sort of like chuckles and like pats your head, and then she sort of uses her tail to guide you back further to a desk.
Okay.
And there's a chair there. Please sit, and we'll spend a few hours so that you can learn. And I will teach you the proper principles of using earth magic beautifully and intellectually.
So I'll just climb up the seat and pay very close attention because everything that has to do with magic I'm really interested in. So I'm just taking notes and paying attention to everything she's teaching me.
Sounds good. Yeah, so it'll take about 3 hours total because she's giving you a lot of background and some history of magic and earth magic and teaching you how to do it properly and how to improve on it to make it stronger. And so you'll still have enough to get a full night's rest, enough time. But yes, it'll take a few hours.
Okay. So, yeah, and with that, I will go right to the inn because we're sleeping there, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
And after she does that, I'm just going to start copying the spell to my spell book. And then after those 3 hours, just maybe so we can wrap, so you can go to someone else as well. And Talon will go, well, thank you very much. I'm going to take the spell, and I'm going to spend all the night studying it. Well, maybe not all the night because I have to rest. But I'll spend a lot of hours, and he'll go out.
Well, I'm glad to have such a studious student.
I hope I see you soon, wherever.
Yes, I'm sure you will in the future.
Yay!
By the way, Hexlith, what have you been doing?
I'm just waiting for the food, and if it's ready, I'm eating, and then I just go back to my room.
Okay, yeah, he brings you the best chicken leg that you can find. And you've got
Finally, some proper food.
It's very satisfying.
And after Bounty got knocked unconscious, he'll head back to the inn.
Okay. So I guess we'll go back once more to Malhareth and William as they do their final battle before they sleep.
There.
Close.
Okay.
Okay.
Go
Bring
for
it, Druid
Malhareth.
man.
Alright, so I'm out of spells, but...
You
I
still
can still-
Shillelagh.
yeah, I still got Shillelagh going. Yeah, what's my distance right now? Oh, how do I click on that? There we go. 25 feet. Then I'm going to move back here. I'm going to take out my sling. And I'm going to make a shot at him with disadvantage because it's at range. Let's do
It's
this.
so fun when Whaling gets deflect missile.
18 to hit.
Okay, yeah, that hits me. Congratulations.
7
actually.
bludgeoning damage.
First person to hit me.
Yep. And you took 7 damage.
You're hit by pebbles.
I just
Yeah.
took out.
Very strong pebbles.
I just took out a sling and slingshotted you in the forehead.
Well, to be fair,
Yeah, I
slings are
took out
actually
like
very
70% of my HP.
I'm guessing with the power that had, it's like one of those huge slings that like you can pull back like 2 feet.
Well, actually, if you remember like the story of David and Goliath, the sling is actually shoots something almost as fast as a bullet.
yeah,
If you do it right. So Sling is gonna be deadly.
Oh yeah, I was thinking of a slingshot, but that's a sling. Yeah, so I just spun that thing around and threw it at your face.
Almost brained him.
Alright.
So yeah, I'm going to yeah, I can move 30 feet, so I can move there.
I chose this
And then
distance
I'm
for a
going
reason.
to throw a dart.
Drop my sling, take out my my quarterstaff. Shillelagh is a bonus action. Perfect. Gonna cast Shillelagh on it. And I'm going to move in and try and whack him over the head for the finishing blow. Come on. If I miss, I'm gonna die.
How much damage did I do to you? How much health did I take out with my one hit?
Wow.
10. Yeah, you're dead.
I am
yeah.
sorry. So, I take the
My
quarterstaff and
health is at negative
slam.
7.
Oh, good thing
You almost
guys were
killed him.
Sparing, right?
Yeah. you almost
So you
killed him with that
didn't
one
kill him. You
Yes,
just
no one
knocked
can
him down really good.
non-lethal damage.
I just slam him over the head. Oh, I feel bad about that.
Malharth is the winner.
Woo!
And on that note, we will stop for the night.